Hello, my lovely Geminis. How is everyone? I hope you guys are all doing amazing. So we are going to be doing your January weekly reading. It is a general reading, so it may not be able to resonate for all of you. And if you want something that is meant for your exact energy, then I do have personals open. And everything that you'll need to know will be in the description box below for you. Archangels, spirit guides, and ancestors, please deliver clear messages with a very clear understanding. For my lovely Geminis, please may the messages that need to be heard the very most please come through. And may they please find those who need to hear them. All right, Gemini, let's take a look and see what we've got going on for you. We're going to be looking at your headspace, your heart space, your true intentions, and your actions moving forward, and then that of the person that you're dealing with or will be dealing with. Alright, we have the Four of Wands in the reverse for your general overall energy. I feel like you are trying to be patient in a situation, Gemini. There is something here that it's not working out the way that you would have wanted it to, or the way that you thought it was going to, the way that you had hoped for. I do feel like you're kind of, some of you guys could be dealing with a Scorpio here. You also have Sagittarius and Leo, but you do have Scorpio here twice. You have Leo here a couple times and Sagittarius here. You have Aries here twice as well. I feel like there's just a lot on you right now. I think you have a pretty big decision to make coming up when it comes to this connection. Some of you guys, you could have recently moved out or had somebody move out with you, like move out of your home as far as a relationship goes, or that could be something that you're contemplating. It does feel kind of like that with the Four of Wands in the reverse. I also just feel it's a lot of disappointment for most of you. So for where that doesn't resonate, don't take it on if it's not for you. It just feels like there's a lot of disappointment. I feel like you're trying to be patient in a situation, but I also kind of feel like you're seeing where you can only do so much, right? It's like that expression, it takes two. And it's like you're tired of carrying the whole connection. You're tired of being the one that has to do, has to make the sacrifices or has to make these tough choices. I feel like your person could be putting you in a situation that's requiring you to make these tough choices. We have the King of Cups in the reverse. I feel like you're trying to emotionally distance yourself or pull yourself back emotionally. You could feel very overwhelmed by your emotions at this time. You could just be really wanting to spend some time sorting that out. The Tower in the reverse in the heart space, I do feel like there's a part of you that doesn't want this to be over, but doesn't know how to keep it together on your own. Got the Two of Wands for your intentions. I do feel like you are, getting ready to make a major decision. The Strength card in the reverse, but it's not easy to make. It's not easy to make. So let's go ahead and take a look at their energy towards you. Show me the person that Gemini is dealing with in this situation. What is their energy towards Gemini? Show me the person that Gemini is dealing with in this situation. What is their energy towards Gemini, please? What is their energy towards Gemini? The Hierophant can talk about major lessons. It can also talk about a commitment. I do feel some of you guys could have been married to this person or thought you were going to marry this person, especially with the Four of Wands and the Hierophant showing up here. I do feel like this person does want to work on things, but they have some adjustments that they need to make, and I feel like they're having a hard time. You got more Gemini energy here, Aries energy, and Scorpio energy present, Taurus as well, and Virgo. Those are the signs I'm seeing. Now we have Death card in the reverse and King of Swords in the reverse. I feel like this person hasn't been either 100% committed to this connection in the way that you are, Gemini, or the way that you want them to be. Or maybe not just taking it seriously, especially if you guys have, I almost have this energy of you've had conversations with them before, this is something I can't tolerate, this is something I won't deal with, but it's like they didn't take you seriously until now. Then we have the Death card here in the reverse. I feel like there's something here that this person, some kind of change or transformation, this person is having a hard time allowing to happen, right? There's some resistance to it. I also kind of feel like the King of Swords here in the reverse, this person hasn't been the most forthcoming or honest, and I think that's one of your biggest issues, is that you want honesty from this person and they're not giving it to you, and that's affecting the trust that you have with them. The Eight of Pentacles, though, in the Hierophant, I do feel like this person wants to commit to this and wants to work on things, but they have things that they have to work on with themselves, and I feel like that's where the struggle's coming in, because I feel like this person is having a hard time when it comes to making some changes within themselves, whether that is lifestyle or habits. You know, that could be looking like prioritizing their work or their friends first. They could have substance issues, you know, prioritizing bad habits, or just having a hard time releasing bad habits, releasing past ways, right? Whatever that looks like for you. Now, the Knight of Swords here, I do feel like there is going to be conversation between you and this person, or at least a message coming in. But I do feel like they could have reacted poorly. There could have been a moment where you guys got into some kind of argument, or the communication got to kind of instead of responding, a reactive place. I do feel like if that's the case, especially from this person, if they were the one that maybe said some things or reacted in a way, they could be, you know, that could be really weighing on their mind. They could be wanting to have a conversation about that here. But I do feel like you're going to hear from this person either way. And the Page of Swords here, for their true intention, I feel like they could be keeping an eye on you, whether that is like asking friends about you or watching your social medias or that kind of an energy. I do feel like you are on their mind. The Fool card in the reverse, though, there's some anxiety and hesitation about moving forward, and I think that's more tied to what they have to let go and whether you're going to allow them back in after whatever happened here. And I feel like maybe you're not sure. I feel like a part of you wants to, but I think another part of you is setting some boundaries here. Tell me about this Four of Wands in the reverse, the Nine of Wands in the reverse. You know, the Nine of Wands in the reverse can sometimes talk about giving up on a situation. And I feel like it's not that you want to give up on this person or that you don't have the, you know, you don't love them enough to keep going. I think it's not that at all. I just think it's that you're the only one doing it and you're recognizing where you can't be. It's not going to work like that. Tell me about this Tower in the reverse. And you also recognize that where you can't force them to make these changes, especially the changes that are, you know, from within themselves or their habits or their lifestyles. You can communicate, which I feel like you've done, but you can't make them make those changes. And that's where I feel like this giving up energy is like, okay, well, I've done what I can do here in this situation. We have the Emperor for the Tower. I feel like you're just trying to keep yourself together, keep things together. I also kind of feel like with the Emperor energy, you know, you have a lot on your plate. You could have a family, or you could have bills, responsibilities, career. Like, you have too much on your plate to be taking this on as well. And I feel like you're just trying to keep everything together. Like I said, I feel like this person has kind of put you in a difficult position here. Tell me about this Two of Wands. We have the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. Some of you guys are getting really close to making a decision of no longer working on this, because I feel like you're seeing that they're not actually working on it. They're not actually making any of these changes. Tell me about this Knight of Swords down here. What's that about? Got the World card in the reverse. So they want to communicate with you that they don't want this to be the end. You know, they want to keep lines of communication open. They don't want to see you move on. Tell me about this Eight of Swords, the Five of Wands. So especially if you guys had an argument or there was some kind of conflict or drama, it doesn't even have to be an argument with you. There could have just been some kind of drama or chaotic situation caused by this person. You know, that's really weighing on their mind. If you guys had an argument, though, if they reacted and said some things that they didn't mean, that's really weighing on their mind, too. Ten of Swords in the reverse. They really don't want to see this be the end. Tell me about this Page of Swords, the Devil. I do feel like it's kind of forcing them to take a really hard look at whatever this is. So like I said, this could be unhealthy habits, addictions, lifestyles, things that they're resisting changing within themselves. You know, things that are toxic, that are affecting the connection, even if it is just a way of being. Some of you guys, this is a general reading. This could resonate in a lot of different ways. Like I said, some of them it is lifestyle choices, you know, habits, addictions. It also looks like it could be, you know, toxic mindsets and things like that, anger issues, you know, not dealing with their emotional stuff. There's a lot of stuff here. And I feel like they're starting to see some of it, or you guys could be having conversations about it. You could be really bringing that shadow into the light. This card in this deck, it's the Devil card, but it's called the shadow side. You know, I feel like you could be having a conversation with this person where you're like, look, and you're laying all the shadow. You're shining a big spotlight on the shadow for them. You know, but I think you have been doing that, and they either haven't wanted to see it, or haven't wanted it to admit it, or haven't wanted to work on it. They know that you're at that precipice of making a major decision here, and I feel like that's what's giving them this anxiety. What advice do we have? What advice do we have for my beautiful Geminis going through this situation? The High Priestess. So one, I feel like you need to really just trust your intuition. I also feel like there could have been some unknowns or some secrets going on here. The Ace of Wands in the reverse. You know, especially if you're intuitively feeling like if you allow them back in or restart things that nothing is going to change, you need to really trust that. You really need to trust that this time. But that is what I have for you guys. If this resonates, let me know in the comments down below. If it doesn't, then just check out your other placements. Everything that you'll need to know, whether it's about this reading, scheduling your personals, or Patreon, all of that is in the description box below for you. If you like the way that I read, please like, share, and subscribe. And most importantly, if you want personal prayers for any reason at all, put the little prayer emoji in the comments down below, and I will go through and pray for you. So I am sending so much love and light. Until next time.